So we are going to, I had a request last week from Michael, who's here tonight. I had a request for some more stories about the stories behind some of these postures, why we do the postures, and I get requests like this a lot. I always really love the myths behind them, and I found one that I think is really beautiful for tonight. So find a comfortable seat because we're starting with story time. So tonight we are going to work on the pose Vashisthasana, which is more commonly known as side plank. We're going to work on lots of different variations of it. I think someone's not muted. Let me just check on that. Oh, I unmuted everyone instead of muted you all. Now we are in business. So I am reading from a book by one of my teachers, Alana Kaivalia. This book is called Myths of the Asanas. Asana meaning pose, so these are myths behind them. If you're interested, it's available on Amazon, and it's a sort of interesting read and something to flip through. So tonight we're talking about Vashisthasana, and Vashisthasana is the pose dedicated to the sage Vashista. And Vashista was, he was the teacher of Ram. When Ram was a young boy, Ram eventually went on to become a great king. And if you want to know more about sort of King Ram's story, the Ramayana is his whole epic story. But Vashista was his teacher when he was young, and he was hired as his teacher after Ram had returned from traveling the world. And he returned from his travels and was said to be very disillusioned once he actually saw the dire state of the world. And it says, and I'm quoting this from the book because the words are more beautiful than my own. He was in a deep depression, and it seemed as if the whole world had lost its luster. Vashista began explaining that this dulled vision was precisely what was needed to regain his clarity, and that he had already begun on his spiritual path. And I think that very closely many of us can relate to this. It feels like the world has lost some of its luster right now, and I think a lot of us are feeling different feelings of deep depression over it and over the mourning of the state of our world. And so I thought this was just a really great posture for us to call in the teachings of Vashista tonight. And one story that Vashista used to teach Ram was the story that brings in this idea that we see in so many different yogic texts. The Bhagavad Gita, probably the most widely known one, that's this idea that we are entitled to our actions, but we are not entitled to the fruits of those actions. And I talk about this a lot in the way that we approach the poses. We approach the poses from a place of intention, but we release the outcome of it. So we release the attachment to if it's successful or if we fall flat on our face. We still show up when we do the pose anyway. And the metaphor that Vashista used to exemplify this same idea, we're going to play with it a little through the practice tonight, is the story of the crow and the coconut. So it's the story of a crow who lands on a tree, and at the exact same moment, a coconut falls from the tree. And Vashista's question is, now is it the crow's momentum that causes the coconut to fall, or was it simply the coconut's time to fall, and it happened to coincide with the time that the crow landed? And this is very beautiful. Again, I'm reading from this book right now. Whether it is our actions that cause coconuts to fall, or it is simply the coconut's time, doesn't really matter. What matters is that we continue to apply our actions, our thoughts, our words, and our deeds, so that we can hopefully influence more coconuts. We never know when the random comment of kindness will touch a friend's heart. It may be their time to receive that kindness, or it may be our utterance of it. But either way, it is important to our spiritual progress that we speak. It is important that we never give up hope that our uplifted actions will change the world, even if it is just the world's time to change. I thought that was beautiful, kind of with the state of everything going on. We're going to look at this as we move through our practice tonight. We are going to get started in child's pose. Please make your way there. And set yourself up in this child's pose in a way that feels really supportive to where your body is at this evening. The width of the knees is up to you. They could be touching, they could be as wide as the mat. Rest the head forward, let the eyes close. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Take a really big, huge breath in here through your nose. Open up your mouth and softly sigh out your day. Begin to expand the breath into the lower back, to the back of the pelvis, into the hips. Starting to fill up from the base of your torso first. Begin to expand the breath wide into the side ribs, deep into the back lung. Becoming aware of the interaction of your body with itself, the way that the torso ebbs and flows against the legs. Keeping the head heavy, begin to rock your forehead from right to left. Giving yourself a little massage here, relaxing the brow, finding a sense of awareness through the neck. Bring your head back to the center. Start to crawl the fingers forward so that the elbows lift. And then crawl both of your hands over to the right. Lay your left hand on top of your right. And also try to drag your left hip back and down towards the left heel. Drop the head. And crawl your hands through center and then over to the left. Lay the right hand on top of the left. Feel that right hip arc back and down. Release the head. Crawl the hands back to the center. Feel the weight of your hip. Slowly roll your hips up so you sit on your heels. And if this feels like you can stay here, great. If it's not so comfortable, you could take a block or a pillow and sit on that instead. Extend your right hand straight forward with the fingers down. Take the left hand to the knuckles and try to stretch the hand down as you press the bony point of the wrist forward. Stretching out the forearms, the wrists, the hands after likely a long day on the computer. And then just flip that right hand, palm open, fingers down. Same thing, left hand just holds the palm of the hand and pulls it back. I think it's Spider-Man as the superhero, like you're shooting something out through the wrist. If I'm wrong on that superhero reference, then please correct me. And then just switching hands. The left hand, fingers down, palm in. Take the hand onto the back, the right hand to the back of the head, pull it back. Try to press that wrist forward. And then go ahead and flip the palm open, fingers down. Hand to that palm as you drag it back. Really try to press through the wrist. And then as you release the hands, right fingertips to the right side, take a side bend up and over. You can shift your hips to the left. I like to let my hips fall all the way to the left. Top hand is palm down, really reach. And just take it up and over to the other side. Left hand down, right arm up and over. You can let your hips settle off to the right side if that feels good. And as you come back to center, hands to the hips, stand up on your knees. Shift the weight over to your left knee. Heel first, step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Left knee is down. Hands on the back of your pelvis, slide the pelvis forward and down. Reach the arms behind you, palms face forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, look up. And then keep the shape, circle the arms back behind the ears, palms face in. 3 big breaths. One more. As you release the hands down, half split, just straighten out that right leg. The left knee stays down. You can use blocks or books or something for your hands. Open the chest, look forward. As you inhale, drive the right heel down into the floor and try to drag it back. As you exhale, just release that action. Inhale, heel down and pull. Exhale, release. 3 more. We're just activating the hamstrings and then stretching them. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rebend that right knee forward. Plant your left hand, index finger forward, fingers spread wide. Circle the right arm forward and up to the ceiling. Tuck your left toes under, lift that left knee up. Become really aware of the left hand beneath you. Grip the mat with the fingerprints. Can you think of lifting up out of that wrist? Keep the twist, reach right arm by your cheek. At the same time, can you pull your right butt back in space? Release that right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot wider. On your fingertips, inhale, open chest, look forward, maybe up. As you exhale, think cat spine. Pick up your belly, chin to the chest. Inhale, think cow, left heel back. Exhale, think cat, pick your belly up. 1 more, inhale. Really mobilizing that spine, exhale. Inhale, look forward, hands flat. Press into the hands, silently step to plank pose. In your plank pose, bring your left knee to the mat under your hip. Turn the right foot flat. Right arm to the ceiling, modified side plank. Now, if this feels really shaky, you can sort of kick that left foot behind you for more stability. See if you can float your right leg up to hip height. 5 breaths. Press the left foot down for balance. If you lifted the right foot up, step it down. Circle that right arm forward, take a big side stretch first. Release the hand to the mat, step into a plank pose. From your plank pose, lower knees, chest, chin. Point your toes, slide through to the belly. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, Bhujangasana, low cobra. Feel here that your neck is long. Try to squeeze the elbows together and pressing the feet down, lift a little higher. Release the forehead, child's pose, seat to heels. Take a huge breath in through the nose. Open up your mouth, side out. Reach the right arm under your chest, reaching to the left. Crawl the left fingers forward and try to spin the left chest open. And switching it out, reach the right arm forward. Thread that left arm underneath of your chest. Try to pull the right hip back. Reach your left arm forward. Heavy your hips, roll up to sit on your heels. Maybe sit on a block or a pillow if that's better. Inhale the arms around and up. Exhale, hands to prayer at your heart. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, pull the belly back, push the palms forward, chin to chest. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. One more in. And out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands circle down to the hips. Shins press down, stand up on your knees. Shift the weight to your right knee. Heel first, step your left foot forward. Hands on the back of your pelvis, shift the hips forward. Reach the arms behind you, palms forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest up. Circle the arms up behind the ears. 3 big breaths. Palms are facing in. As you release the hands to the mat, it's half split. Hips shift back as that left leg straightens. Books are really great ideas here. The spine is long. As you inhale, drive the left heel down and back on the mat. As you exhale, relax that. Inhale, drive down and pull. Exhale, release. 3 more. Just trying to activate the back of the leg and then release it. 2 more. 1 more. Rebend that left knee forward. Plant your right hand, index finger forward, spread the fingers wide. Circle the left arm forward and up to the ceiling. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Pay attention to that bottom hand. It'll be our base in our side planks. Press the fingerprints down. Try to lift up through the center of the hand. Keep that twist. Reach left arm by your ear. Also pull your left hip back. Release the left hand inside of the foot. Open the foot a little bit wider. On your fingertips, inhale, open chest, look forward like cow. As you exhale, pick up your belly, chin to chest like cat. 2 more, inhale. It's all about the spine. Exhale. 1 more in. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Palms flat, step back into your plank pose. From your plank pose, place your right knee down under your right hip. Turn the left foot flat. Left arm to the ceiling, modified side plank. Again, for more balance, you can kick that right foot back behind you. See if you can lift your left leg parallel to the floor. 5 breaths. Try to wrap the right tricep to the right thigh. 2 more, hug that bottom hip under the body. As you step your left foot down, circle that arm by your ear, take a big side stretch. Hand to the mat, step into a plank pose. From your plank pose, shift forward. You may use your knees. Bend the elbows, lower all the way. Point the toes, roll the shoulders back, low cobra. Really press the feet down so the quadriceps are engaged. Lift the chest a little higher. Release the forehead, seat to heels, child's pose. This time, make a prayer shape with your hands in front of you. With your head dropped, bend the elbows, thumbs to the base of the skull. I like to inch my elbows a little forward. Release the hands forward. Heavy hips roll up, sit on your heels. You're going to take your right hand to the middle of the mat behind you. Circle that left arm up, turn the chest up to the ceiling. You'll retrace the steps around to the right and forward. Left hand to the mat behind you. Right arm circles up, open the chest. Now you can stay just like this. Circle it around. Right hand down, open chest, look up. Circle back to the right and forward. Left hand down, right arm opens. Stay here or adding on. Right hand to right heel. Lift the hips as that left arm opens. Retrace the steps to the right and forward. Left hand is back, right arm circles, open the chest. Retrace your steps one more time each side. Right hand down, left arm sweeps open. Retrace around. Left hand down, right arm opens. Retrace it down. Either both hands to the mat or both hands to the heels, lift the chest. Maybe press and lift through the hips for 3. Big chest for 2. Lift a little higher, 1. If you lifted your hips, lower them down. Reach the arms forward, tuck the toes, plank pose. Downward facing dog. Start to pedal the feet. Spread the fingers really wide. Turn your pedals into steps. Begin to walk your feet to your hands. There's no rush. At the top of the mat, feet are hip distance apart. Softly bend the knees, drop your head. Catch opposite elbows and sway side to side. Notice if you're still carrying something from your day. Can you take this moment to let it go? Trusting that throughout your day, you did all the actions, you did all the things, you said all the words. Release any anxiety or tension that you're feeling about the outcome. No attachment. Drop your hands heavy. Bend the knees, engage the abdominals. Chin to chest as you slowly roll all the way up to stand. And shrug your shoulders up, back, and down. Heel toe the feet together beneath you, hands to prayer at your heart. 1 round Surya A tonight. Inhale, lift the arms, eyes to thumb. Exhale, fold forward, soften your knees. Inhale, lengthen spine to prepare. Plant hands, exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, up dog, press down to lift. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Press the floor away. Exhale, 2. Inhale, hips higher. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet between your thumbs. Inhale, lengthen spine, open heart. Exhale, drop your head and release. Inhale, the arms up, rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer at your heart. Surya B variation. Inhale, chair pose. Shift the weight to the heels, lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, lengthen spine, prepare. Plant hands, exhale, chaturanga, hug those elbows in. Inhale, up dog, shoulders are down. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Inhale, lift the right leg straight behind you. Exhale, place right foot next to right thumb. Left foot flat, rise up to warrior 1. Eyes forward, you're here for 5 breaths. Try to square the hips. Relax the shoulders down, but energize the fingers up. 1 more. Hands down to the mat, step back to your chaturanga. As you inhale to your up dog, stay with me here. We're back to chaturanga, maybe use your knees. Press up to plank pose. Option, left knee to the mat. Right arm to the ceiling for Vashisthasana. If you are in full side plank, your feet are stacked and they are flexed. Everyone press the fingers of the left hand down. Lift up out of that shoulder. Stay here, reach right arm by your cheek. Right hand to the mat, we're in a plank pose. Lower knees, chest, chin. Slide yourself through, open your heart, low cobra. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, foot next to left thumb. Right foot flat, inhale, warrior 1. You're here for 5 breaths. To the best of your ability, roll your right hip forward. Draw your low abdominals in. Relax the shoulders, but engage those triceps. Hands down to the mat, step back to your chaturanga. Inhale to upward. Maybe you're using your knees here, it's chaturanga again. Press up plank pose. Maybe the right knee comes down, left arm high, Vashisthasana. Wrap the tailbone in so the front of the pelvis is flat. Press down into that right hand, lift a little higher. Are you breathing? Circle that left arm by your cheek. Center plank. Lower knees, chest, chin. Slide yourself through, open the chest, low cobra. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Same sequence, 1 breath, 1 movement. All together, inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, foot between the hands. Back foot flat, inhale, warrior 1. Hands down, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. It's chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale is plank pose. Right arm high, exhale, side plank. Stay here, inhale, right hand forward. Hands down, exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Slide it through, inhale, low cobra. Tuck toes, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, foot forward. Back foot flat, inhale, warrior 1. Hands down, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, left arm high, side plank. Stay here, inhale, arm by ear. Hand down, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide it through low cobra. Tuck toes, exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. One more. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet forward. Inhale, open heart, look forward. Exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, stand up. Hands to the heart. Step or jump your feet mat distance apart. Come down for your yogic squat, and you can always sit on a block. Close your eyes. New Yorkers, you know it, it's 7 o'clock. We're going to take about a minute to honor the cheers and applause for the medical workers. I offer you this time to either sit in a gratitude meditation, or if you would like to go to your window and join in the applause, you're welcome to do that. About 1 minute. Take this time to be in it. To trust that your actions right here, whether it's a silent meditation or you're screaming your head off at your window, that these actions shape the world, that they matter. And if you have ventured elsewhere, make your way back to your squat. All together, take a big breath in. Open up your mouth and softly sigh it out. Open up your eyes. In recognition of the story, the crow and the coconut, we are of course going to practice our crow pose here. So if you're sitting on something, I suggest taking it out. You're going to set your hands up shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers really wide on the mat. You're going to plug your knees as high up your arms as you possibly can. So as far up towards the armpits as possible. Look forward. Now just start to lift the heels and lean the weight into the hands. Pressing the hands down, pick the belly up, shift even more forward. Maybe you lift one foot. Push the floor away from you, maybe you lift both. We do the action, we show up with intention, with trust, with breath, but let go of the outcome. If it feels like a total mess right now, that's okay. Continue to show up, just keep trying. Look a little more forward, lean forward, step or shoot back to your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths. Press long through the hands so that the wrists are not holding all the weight. It's the hands, not the wrists. One more. And then you'll keep your feet where they are. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Let the heels drop down, the knees soften. Feet are hip distance apart. Find a flat back, lengthen the spine. Left hand on the mat or a block or a book, right arm to the ceiling. Allow the left knee to stay bent, that right leg can lengthen out. Maybe wrap right arm behind your lower back. Turn the chest up. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, release the hands, soften both knees, shake your head yes, and no, and maybe so, and just all the things. And find that flat back once more. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. The right knee stays bent, that left leg can lengthen. Turn the chest up. Option wrap left arm behind low back. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, drop over the legs again, shake the head, yes, and no, and maybe so. Take a big breath in. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Shift the weight to the heels, bend your knees, chair pose. Press the ground away, stand all the way up, and bring your right knee towards your chest. Feel that left footprint press down, and then extend that right foot straight forward. Push through both heels. See if you can shift your hips an inch back, and as the fingertips reach up, draw the shoulders down. Step right foot to middle of mat, lift your left knee up to your chest. Step into that right foot, extend left leg forward. Again, try to shift the hips back. We have this tendency of kind of leaning forward in the pelvis. Pull them back, get taller. Step left foot to the top of mat, lift right knee to your chest. Figure 4 chair pose, ankle over the thigh, hands to prayer at your heart. Try to pull that left hip back, lean the heart forward. Option hook elbows in front of the knee, palms up, open the chest. If you're really eager for the arm balance here, go for it. Bend your left knee a little deeper. Arms to ceiling, right knee to your chest. Step your right foot in front of your left so the legs are crossed. Open the arms and dive forward. Hands on blocks is great here, drop your head. Your left leg is the one that's behind. Allow it to escape straight back for standing split. As you inhale, tap left toes to the floor. As you exhale, squeeze the hamstrings and glutes, lift that leg higher. Let's go for 4 more. Inhale, tap. Exhale, squeeze to lift. 3 more. Lift higher each time. 2. 1 more. Now bend your standing knee, step back. Warrior 1, left foot is flat, inhale the arms high. Exhale, hands behind, interlace right thumb on top. Straight front leg, squeeze the shoulder blades, inhale, look up. Rebend the knee, exhale, humble warrior, bow forward. 5 breaths. Another quote from Vashista. You must first see the cracks in the ceiling before you're able to see that that is how the light gets in. We're all seeing the cracks in our global world, the cracks in our own lives. Can we now start to see the light coming through? Inhale, warrior 1, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, allow the feet to shift. Inhale, right leg straight, reach the arms, look up. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale, what are you calling in? Exhale, open up so you can receive it. Eyes over that right hand, it's 5 breaths, just hold. What are the cracks? What are the things that aren't working? It's by seeing these cracks, seeing what's not working in the world, what's not working in our personal lives, And we can start to make the repairs. We can start to make the changes. Right palm to the ceiling, reverse to a warrior. Stay in reverse, straighten the right leg, reach further. Try to pick up your right hip. Up and over extended triangle, right hand down, left arm to the ceiling. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, spin the chest up. Relax your face. And stay as you are, just rebend that right knee over the ankle. The right hand is on the inside of the foot. Maybe it's on a book or a block. Maybe it's on your leg instead. Option left arm behind the low back for your half bind. If you're eager for your full bind, you could take it. Keep turning the chest up. Two more. Try to wrap that right butt cheek under you. Keep your right knee bent. Lift up, warrior two. Inhale, right leg straight. Exhale, toes to the left. Interlace the fingers behind you. Fists reach down. Inhale, open chest, look up. Maybe look behind you. Exhale, fold over your legs. Lift the fist to the ceiling. Tuck the chin to the chest. It's about 5 big breaths here. Fist to low back first, and then hands to the floor. Press into the hands, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, crawl to the right foot, toes forward. Lay your left knee down and point the toes. Try to squeeze your hips forward. You can stay. You could reach back with your right hand for your left foot. Maybe your left hand for your left foot. Maybe both hands for that foot. You've got options. The hips are forward. Focus the eyes. One more, yogis. Gently let the foot go if you haven't. Hands to the mat, tuck your left toes. Step into a plank pose. Now, if you are working with modified side plank, it is the right knee that comes down under the hip. Everyone is going to lift the left arm up, left arm high for side plank. Now, wherever you are, pick up your left foot. You can put your right knee down. Try to bend your left knee, heel to your seat. Reach that left hand back. Try to catch hold of the foot for Chapasana inside plank. Maybe eyes up. If you have that foot, re-extend the arm and the leg. Circle left arm by your cheek. Hand comes down, plank pose. Vinyasa is optional. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, foot between the hands. Inhale, look forward. Crawl the right hand forward, maybe onto your block or a book. Shift forward, half moon. Step the right foot down, open the hips and the chest to the left. Hug the butt in. Bend the left knee, heel to seat. Reach back, try to catch a hold of the foot. You may or may not catch it. Remember, it's not the fruits of our actions that we're concerned with, it's the action itself. It's the fact that we keep reaching for something even if we haven't caught it yet. Keep reaching. Keep opening the chest. Keep breathing. Re-extend the arm and the leg. Standing split, square your hips towards the floor. Fold over your right leg. If you have a handstand practice, this is your opportunity. Maybe right hand to right ankle. Maybe also left. Maybe you fall. That's so okay. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. Hands to prayer, exhale, take your twist to the right. If you've got a variation, do your thing. Inhale, chair pose, arms by ears. Exhale, stand up and lift your left knee up. Left ankle over right thigh, figure 4 chair. Bend that right knee a lot. You can stay. Maybe elbows in front of the shin, palms up, and you open the chest more. Maybe you take your arm balance, Ekapada Baladasana. Keep pulling your right hip back. Arms to ceiling, left knee to your chest. Step your left foot in front of your right. Swan dive over the legs for a cross-footed forward fold. Blocks or books or something here are great for the hands. Drop your head. Your right leg is the one that's behind. Allow that right leg to escape straight back, standing split. Inhale, tap your right toes down. Exhale, squeeze the hamstrings and glutes, lift it up. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift higher. 3 more. 2. Let your head go, 1 more. Now bend your left knee, step back. Warrior 1. Back foot is flat, inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands behind, left thumb on top. Straighten your left leg, open your chest. Crack your heart open so you can let that light in. Bend your left knee, humble warrior, bow forward. 5 breaths. Left hip is pulling back, head is heavy. Inhale, warrior 1, arms high. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, legs straight, reach the arms up. Exhale, open. 2 more, maybe close the eyes and feel it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior 2, 5 breaths, hold. Be here. Tailbone is wrapping down, the fingers are energized. Keep your left knee bent. Left palm up, reach back, reverse. Stay in reverse, straighten your left leg, reach more. Legs straight up and over, extended triangle, left hand down, right arm to the ceiling. Hug the pelvis into the body. Shoulders away from the ears, 2 more. Keep the shape, just bend that left knee over the ankle. The left hand is inside of the foot. It may be on a prop. It may slide up onto the leg. Option rep, right arm behind your back for your half bind. If you've got the full bind, go for it, but prioritize the lifting up of the chest. Really step into that back foot, yogis. Keep your left knee bent. Warrior two, lift up. Inhale your left leg straight. Exhale, toes to the right. This time, hands to your hips. Wrap your tailbone down. Inhale, lift the chest, look up again, maybe look back. Long spine, fold over your legs. Release the hands and the head. This time it's yogi choice. You could walk hands through legs, you could bend your knees, you could move around, you could go upside down. It's about 8 breaths. If you lifted your legs with control, start to float them down onto the floor. Hands under your shoulders, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, crawl to your left foot, runner's lunge. And then just lower that right knee to the mat and point the toes. Shift your hips forward. Now, you can reach back with your left hand for your right foot. Right hand for right foot, or maybe both. Or you can keep the hands down as well, that's fine. Hips are forward, eyes are clear. If you have your back foot with control, let it go. Hands to the mat, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Press into your hands, step into your plank pose. Now, if you are working of your modification of side plank, it's the left knee down. Everyone reach your right arm up. Right arm is in the air. Try to float that right leg up. Bend the right knee, heel to seat, reach back, try to catch hold of the foot. The pelvis is pressing to the right. Try to kick that foot back. Allow it to be shaky, allow it to be scary, but just stay with it. Extend that arm and the leg. Center plank, right hand down. Vinyasa is optional, we meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, foot between the hands. Inhale, look forward. Crawl your left hand forward. If you've got a prop, use it. Half moon pose. Step the left foot down. Turn the torso open to the right all the way. Press the hips forward. Bend that lifted leg, heel to your butt. Reach back, try to catch the foot. You may or may not catch it. If you do catch the foot, take it away from you. If you don't, do not allow yourself to get disheartened. Just stay steady. Keep reaching. That foot is there. You will get there eventually. Re-extend the arm and the leg. Square it off, standing split. 2 hands come down. Walk towards your standing leg. Handstanders, do your thing. Few breaths. Feet together, inhale, chair pose. Hands to prayer, exhale, twist to the left. If you got a variation, take it. Inhale, chair pose, arms by your ears. Exhale, stand up. Hands to your heart. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward, folding into you. Inhale, lengthen the spine to prepare. Plant hands, exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, upward dog, press down to rise. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Inhale, right leg rises. Open up the hip and bend the knee. Keep your hips open, re-straighten that leg. Pigeon pose, right shin forward. Lengthen that left leg back. And see if you can press into the left foot and roll your left hip more forward. Walk your spine forward. Option to try today. Walk both hands over to the left. Maybe place the right hand on top of the left. Relax the jaw. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Take it back to your downward facing dog. If you would like one final vinyasa, you may take it. Inhale, left leg high. Open up the hip and bend the knee. Keep the hips open, re-straighten that leg. Left shin forward for pigeon. Again, try to lengthen that right leg straight behind you. And then pressing into the top of the right foot, roll the hip forward. Walk your spine forward. You can crawl your hands over to the right if you liked that variation. Breathe here. Recognizing that the teachings of Vashista teach us that sometimes it's through seeing these cracks, it's through this disillusionment, it's through the discomfort, the pain, the sadness, that our spiritual awakening begins. That we begin to recognize what isn't working. And through seeing what's not working, we empower ourselves to make the changes, to make the moves, to be called to action. Releasing the attachment to the outcome, but still showing up, doing the work. It's what you're doing here tonight. Walk your hands in, lift your spine. Sit over onto your left hip, swing that right leg around in front of you. And you're just going to lay all the way down on your back. Bend your knees, step your feet flat. Feet are hip distance apart. The heels are pretty close in towards the seat. Pressing your feet down, lift your hips and spine, set to Bandhasana, bridge pose. You can press the hands down, or if you prefer, walk the shoulder blades together, interlace the fingers. Pressing the hands down, lift the chest, tip the chin. Separate your hands, slowly roll the spine down. And let your knees drop from right to left. And bring your knees back to center, feet under the knees. It is either one more bridge pose. If you do have a block and you prefer full wheel, you could take it there. I'm sorry, with a block, you could take it into supported bridge. If you would prefer full wheel, hands by your shoulders, press all the way up, or the Dandasana. Press down into your feet, lift higher. Gently return your spine to the mat. Once again, drop the knees from right to left. And hug your knees into your chest. Drop both of your knees over to the left. Scoot the hips a little bit back to the right. Open the chest, look over the right shoulder. Knees through center and over to the right. Scoot the hips back to the left as you open the chest. Happy baby pose. Press the back of the pelvis flat. That may mean that you need to move your hands onto your hamstrings rather than your feet. That's okay. And bring your knees together, wrap the arms tightly around your shins. And stretch your legs long onto the mat. If straightening the legs is not a place that feels restful to you, you can bend the knees. Release the arms by the sides. Open the palms and close the eyes. Take a full breath in here through your nose. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Just land. Allow the body to rest. Allow the mind to rest. Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. Move gently through your fingers and your toes. Maybe rocking the head from right to left. Maybe reaching the arms up alongside the ears for a long stretch through the whole body. And then gently bend your knees. And in the most natural way for your body, come up to sit. Join your hands in front of your heart. Bow your chin in gratitude to yourself. The light within me acknowledges and reflects the light within each of you. Namaste.